Hello everyone, this is a slightly different venue for a reading down at my allotment garden. It's such a beautiful day, I thought I'd come down here and do it. So let's see, I chose 3 cards before I left home. I don't know what they are, so I'm going to turn them over and hope you can see clearly in the sunlight. Okay. Now then, this one we haven't seen in the weekly readings. This card is about myth and legend. It's about stories, old stories mainly, but also, well, actually also new stories. So it's about the stories we tell, and the stories that we tell, the stories we tell of how things are, and the stories we tell of how we want things to be. And see, there's a magical unicorn here. But there are also this is the it's a copy of an old Bible, an old advertisement, old wedding photographs, the kind of happy ever after this reminds me of. And then there are these 2 children here, 2 fawns. You see, they've kind of got fawn legs here, and they're both holding pine cones, which is like the seeds of you know, a great tall evergreen tree. So they're sitting in a forest and the sunlight's coming through the trees here. Right, let's just leave that one. Oh, Knight in Shining Armour. That's the story that a lot of us have told previously of wanting a knight in shining armour to come and rescue us. Right, there's a lot in that one. Let's look at this. This is funny. This has come up 3 times now. This is the Nature Tree Spirit card, and it's very amusing to me that I'm sitting in nature, and there it is at the centre of the reading. So let's see what the next one is. Yes, this is one of my favourites. I call this my scribe card. This is a scribe in terms of, it's interesting because that's storytelling as well, isn't it? But this one is more about writing your own story, and also painting, you know, this little bee here collecting nectar, so drinking deeply from the nectar of life. But this big hand here is painting, drawing, you know, creating a story, has the power to create whatever story they wish to, but it's also a paintbrush. So it's like, it reminds me of a dream that I had where I was painting a picture, but I was actually painting my life, and I had someone standing, you know, a kind of big being, you know, standing to the side of me, kind of assisting me, and that's what that reminds me of. So it's like painting the picture how you want it to be. Again, this just reminds me of connecting with who you really are, you know, feeling at one with nature and the earth. So how could I sum this up? This, as I say, is more about the old story. Abraham talks about banging, you know, beating the drum of what you don't want. So rather than beating the drum of what you don't want, you know, play the tune of what you... Okay, the camcorder ran out then and I had to delete something. I've got about a minute, that's all. I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to think about these cards myself. It seems to me this is talking about old stories. This is talking about connecting with nature and being your true self, and this is talking about creating new stories. But I'm going to look at this myself, and usually something comes to me after I've done the reading, and I'd be very, very interested to hear you know, what you make of the cards and what messages you get from them. Okay, have a fabulous week, and I'm going to enjoy this marvellous sunshine. Have a lovely week.